became so much angry and I beat her. So she then
Yes, there you are. So what's up?
yeah, good. Everything is good.
Okay, so shall we uh, get on with the topic that we have in hand?
Yeah, I have seen it.
And the topic, yeah, the topic that we have is childhood. So tell me, what is the earliest childhood memory you have?
So there have many memories in my childhood, and especially when I was a child. So I used to irritate to people. I used to make people laugh at me, and I was very naughty, and I always make them irritate. And sometimes when I used to go to my school, and especially I uh, I used to go in my teacher's room, and they shared their tiffin with me, and always I spent a good day with my friends, with my family too. So it was a really very beautiful days I spent. So that's,
Okay, and any memories that you want to uh, uh, erase, or you're not, too glad about those memories?
yeah. So I would like to share a beautiful thing to you. That is when I was in my school. At that time, as I said, I used to be so much naughty at that time. So that's why I always fight it with my friend. So one day, what happened to me? So one of my friends, she came to me, and she snatched my tiffin. So I became so much angry and I beat her. So she then after that, after fighting with her, she went to my teacher, and she explained like Modhumita, she beat me, and she is doing that kind of thing. Then after that, my teacher also called me with my guardian. Then after that day, when I was reached there with my parents, with my mom, at that time I explained to my teacher that if she didn't snatch my tiffin, so definitely I couldn't beat her, but she snatched my tiffin, so that's why I did this kind of thing. I'm really sorry for it, but if she repeat this thing again, so definitely I will go for it and I will beat. So my teacher, she laughed at that time, and she taught me, okay, if someone something done with you, so please come to me and tell me, but don't do anything with them, don't beat them, don't fight them, don't scold them, just come to me, then I will see them. So it was a beautiful story, I can say. And at that time also, after coming back from my school, when I reached at my home, so my mom also scolded me and also tried to make me understand, please don't do this better, because it's really not good. If something is happened, then please come to me. First come to your teacher, then explain the what is happened to you. Then they will see. Please don't do anything. Don't fight with them. But my childhood, it was like, yeah, I used to wear all time boys wearing boys dresses, and I was like, so every time I really want to do fight with everyone, irritate to people. So it was like,
Okay, so your childhood was quite fun-filled and exciting. There was a lot of excitement in your childhood. So when were you born? Where were you born? It's not proper to ask a girl her age. So where were you born?
yeah. So actually I live in Bahrampur, so it's my hometown. So I was born in there, Bahrampur,
In
in my
in
hometown.
Surat. Okay. And have you learned, did you learn how to ride a bicycle?
Yeah, yeah, I know. And one time also, not one time, many times I did accident. Accident means I what happened? Like I did not know how to, and still now I don't know how to ride properly bicycle. But I have a strong desire to ride bike. So my mom says, you don't know how to ride bicycle, so you are desiring to ride bike, so how you can think like that? So I said to my mom, I don't have a desire to ride bicycle, I have a desire to ride bike, so that's why I don't know how properly riding bicycle, because I have a desire to ride a bike, so how can I go for bicycle? But yeah, I know. And sometimes I did accident, because I used to ride so rashly, so I did.
So how old were you then when you learned to ride a bike? How
Okay.
old were you then?
Yeah. So when I was in 17, at that time, my one of my uncle, she taught me how to
Okay.
ride. But after that, after few years, I didn't go for it. But I have a desire after earning, like when I will earn, then I will purchase bike for myself.
Okay. So Madhumita, what you have spoken so far, I want to point out a few words which needs correction in their pronunciations. Okay. So to form the correct pronunciation, you have to do certain exercises, or you have to have proper control over the nerves which uh, contribute in sounding in creating the sound. Okay, so especially your sound comes from the larynx, and then you have to use your tongue and your lips especially. Okay, sometimes inner cheek and sometimes the jawbone also, because English for us is a foreign language. We were not born speaking this language, so we have to be more, conscious about pronouncing the words correctly, no matter how many things, how many nerves you have to use to pronounce those words. Okay, especially lips and tongues. Okay, so you have to pronounce especially correctly. Please say, repeat after me. Especially.
So, sir, there is any exercise regarding like to better my pronunciation?
Yeah, I'm telling you how to pronounce especially. Especially.
Special,
So now is especially
especially.
especially. So your tongue and your lips come into use. Okay, especially,
Especially.
especially, yes. And that, the word is that. Please pronounce after me. That,
Okay. Bad.
that, yes, that. Lips touch your upper,
That.
the jaw, and then you say that,
That.
like clicking like a clicking sound. That, okay,
That. That.
that, and after, after.
After.
F should be pronounced. F should
After.
be pronounced properly. After, after, and properly. There are two R in this.
Properly.
Improperly. Pronounce both the R's. Properly.
Properly.
Properly. Properly.
Properly.
Yes, correct. So, and then I'm going to ask you a few more things. Uh, so, during your childhood, what games did you play, and what was your favorite game?
Yeah. So when I was a child, so I loved playing to football with my friends, and besides
Football.
that,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
because I used to behave like a boy, so it was my favorite game. And beside that, also I love playing Ludo with my family's friend. So these two
Okay.
games I love playing.
Okay. So you played football with boys or just with girls or mixed?
There were boys, girls, like both there were.
Okay. And at what position did you play? Forward or backward or the side wingers or goalkeeper?
Yeah, I I used to there for goalkeeper. So many times I broke my leg, and it was so
Oh,
painful many times. So my mom, she scolds me like, don't go, and because it's harmful for you and it's painful for you, but I couldn't listen to her. I used to go, and after back also she scolds, so it was like going. But nowadays
okay.
I totally
So
stopped to
naturally,
do.
being a goalkeeper, you would be facing all those, shots and blocking them. So you're bound to get damaged. So during your childhood, were you good at making friends?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
who was
I
your best friend?
Yeah, so also she's now still my best friend. So her name is Priyanka. So she's my best friend. I always share everything with her, and she also shares. And even she is in trouble, so she call me first, and she wants advice, and she wants to share her feelings. So everything. So I also do. So she's my best friend since my childhood.
Okay. So were your parents very protective about you when you were a child or a young girl?
Yeah, actually, first of all, I would say my parents, they are very friendly, and they are not so much strict, and they are protective. Obviously, they are very protective for their children. And so that's it. They support me all time.
Yeah. So were you ever punished for
Yeah.
doing some naughty things?
Yeah, I used to be so much naughty. So for my father, so he used to give me so much punishment, and but he didn't used to me slap me, beat me, but he always gave me a lots of punishment, like, okay, you have to go, you have to stay on the sun side, like that, under the sun,
Okay.
and like that.
So you have brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I have an elder sister.
Okay. So she is your sister or your friend also?
Yeah, both. She's my sister. Besides, she's my best friend too.
Okay. So Madhumita, our time is now up. This was a 15-minute session, I believe.
Yeah.
And yes, it's over now.